Hey, what's going on, Mission students? Welcome to Fresh Face Friday. And I'm really excited because today we have one of our high school volunteers, Hannah Gronowski, that's going to be on here. So I'm excited for you to have an opportunity to hear from her. But before she jumps in, I just want to let you know that today is Good Friday. Today is Good Friday. And what that means is today we recognize what happened 2,000 years ago when Jesus gave his life for us on the cross. And here at Mission, we've actually put together a pretty cool family experience that's designed for kids, students, and adults to engage with. And so that's going to be coming today. So be sure and check out wearemission.com for our Good Friday experience. Otherwise, here is Hannah for Fresh Face Friday.
Hey, Mission students, what is up? Hannah Gronowski here. I'm so excited to be with you all for Fresh Face Friday. And I think a lot of us right now are kind of in this place, in this season that we really didn't expect. Maybe you're a senior and you thought that you were going to get to go and graduate and walk across the stage this spring and celebrate the last 4 years of your life, and you're not getting to anymore. Or maybe you're in a sports team and your season was coming up and you were feeling really good about the hard work you've been putting in over the last few months, and now you don't get to do that sport. Maybe you're supposed to be in a spring musical. Like, I don't know what it looks like for you, but I know a lot of us are living in this place of disappointment right now. Like, a lot of us thought we had this vision for our life that was on track, it was going to happen, and now it's simply not. And if you're anything like me, in those moments when that happens, when the disappointment comes, there can be some frustration. There can be some sadness, and there can be a lot of confusion. Man, like, God, what are you doing? I had a plan. I thought it was good. It seemed like you were blessing the plan. Like, what is happening? Why did everything change so quickly? And even sometimes, me included, we can get angry at God. Like I have been definitely guilty of this over and over in my life. When things don't go the way that I want them to, my first instinct is to say, God, I think you forgot something, or I think you lost track of me, or I think you forgot like that this was the best option. And I can so often think that I am so much smarter and so much wiser, and that I really should be in charge of the world. I mean, I hope I'm not the only one. But this past week, I've been reading in the book of James in the Bible, and truly I can tell you that there has been nothing that has brought me greater peace and greater joy and really like helped my heart and my soul in this season as much as scripture. And if we're not reading the Bible, if you're not reading the Bible, I want to encourage you right now, like, let's start. This is a great season. We don't have the excuse that we're too busy right now, and so you have time to read the Bible. And this verse really stood out to me over the past week. It says in James 5 verse 8, this is what, be patient and stand firm. Be patient and stand firm, because the Lord's coming is near. You see, so often we can see the world for what it is right now. Like, we can see, we go to school in the morning, we hang out with our friends, we do sports, we do theater, we're involved in clubs. Like, we see the world for what it is right now. And so in response to that, we become consumed with what we've come to want and expect from this life in this season. But in reality, the way that we be patient and stand firm is when we realize that this life is just a little piece of the whole world. That the perspective of God is so much bigger, is so much greater, because he is looking from an eternal perspective. He sees the whole story, and he knows that this little thing called this world, this little thing that we're doing called life, the things that we think are so important, like sports and musicals and even money and resources and hanging out with our friends, like all these things that I think are important that I can get distracted by because I'm sad I don't have them right now. Like, in reality, they are nothing compared to what God has in store for us in his eternity in heaven. And man, so often I can get so distracted by what I don't have right now that I miss that this is just a little piece. This world, this earth, this life is so short. And ultimately, we're going to be living in eternity with Jesus if we say yes to the free gift of salvation, of rescue that He is offering to us. And so in this season, I'm challenging myself and us to raise our eyes, to lift our gaze, to get our focus off of what we're losing in this season and realize there's so much bigger things. That God is on an eternal mission to save people and rescue them and bring them to Himself. And maybe this is simply one way He's going to use it. Not that He caused the coronavirus, but maybe He's going to use it to help bring us and people all around the world back towards His heart. And so let's lean into that. Let's not complain. Let's not dwell in what we don't have, but let's instead engage in Scripture, to take major time in prayer, worship, talk about Jesus with our friends, and discover what He might want to do in you and I in this season. Thanks for letting me join you on this Fresh Face Friday. I love you, mission students.